Hi, hello, good evening once again. Welcome to Marriage Empowerment Tip per Minute. And tonight I'm gonna share with you my favorite book, one of my favorite books on marriage. And tonight we will be talking about the all or nothing marriage. Ano ba yung all or nothing marriage? It talks about how the best marriages work. In this particular book, marami akong natututunan and isi-share ko sa inyo ano yung natututunan ko. And before anything else, yung mga bago pa lang dito, good evening once again. Welcome to Marriage Empowerment Tip per Minute. This is Nanay Jet, your marriage mentor, helping you build a purposeful, inspired, productive, and empowered married life. So sa gabing ito, medyo maaga tayo. Instead of a 10:30 schedule, nasa 9:30 tayo. And I'm gonna share with you one of my favorite books in marriage. And eto to isang mga sikreto ko kung bakit naging successful yung married life namin mag-asawa. So this book, if you can read this is the All or Nothing Marriage, How the Best Marriages Work. This cost about 800 pesos, no? So, hindi na kayo bibili dahil sasabihin ko sa gabing ito kung ano yung meron ang loob ng librong ito. Now, this is written by Ellie Finkel, and Ellie Finkel is a professor in psychology and at the same time a director of Northwestern University in Relationship and Motivation Laboratory. So, isa itong offshoot sa lahat ng mga researches niya tungkol sa marriage, and ang title is All or Nothing Marriage. So, dito nagsa-study siya, meron siyang mga experiment and merong resulta on researches on how the best marriages work. So, unang natututunan ko, yung sinasabi ni Finkel is, marriage is like climbing to the peak of a mountain. So, imagine yourself, kung taga Luzon ka, imagine yourself, you are climbing to the peak of Mount Makiling. If you are from Visayas, you are climbing the peak of Mount Usmania Peak. I think that's south of Cebu. And then if you are from Mindanao, maybe you would like to climb the peak of Mount Apo. So ano ba yung feeling kung umaakyat kayo ng isang bundok? Naturally, hihingalin kayo while going up. So as you go up, the oxygen supply becomes scarce. So kulang ng kulang yung oxygen supply, kaya daw sa marriage, yung peak natin, yung self-actualization, yung makamit mo yung fulfillment, self-fulfillment mo, at the same time, makakamit mo rin yung marital fulfillment ninyo. So, this is quite difficult, climbing to the peak of a mountain, and you need a lot of oxygen supply. So, sa resulta ni Finkel's research, sabi niya, kaya maraming nalalaglag na mag-asawa while climbing the peak of the mountain. Kasi hinihingal at wala silang appropriate at exact supply of oxygen. So, do you agree na marriage is like climbing to the peak of a mountain? So, yon yung unang natututunan ko, and you need more supply of oxygen as you go up to the mountain kasi yung nasa tip talaga ng mountain of marriage is actually the self-actualization ng isang tao at the marital fulfillment, no? Marital actualization. So, meron tayong mga dreams, bawat isa, bawat spouse, mayroong kanya-kanyang dreams. Kaya nga lang daw, yung nakikita nila, yung ang mga dreams ng mag-asawa in marriage, ang nakikita nila, we are not so sure bakit tayo pumasok sa marriage. Ikaw, sure ka ba kung bakit ka pumasok sa marriage? Kasi merong iba, ang sagot nila, kaya sila pumasok sa marriage because of love. Meron namang iba, pumasok sila sa marriage because of sex. And merong iba, pumasok sa marriage because of companionship. So, hindi sila sigurado ano yung reason, ano yung objective, ano yung purpose nila kung bakit sila pumasok sa marriage. So yun yung common result of those couples who were into the research. So ikaw, sigurado ka ba kung ano yung reason behind bakit ka pumapasok sa marriage? So one thing, kaya nga sabi ko, you can be purposeful if you know what you want. So what do you really want? Love, sex, or companionship? No? So you have to answer that particular question. And another thing na natututunan ko is in marriage, it's a lot of work. So because you are climbing at the peak of the mountain, it's really hard work, di ba? Pag umakyat ka ng isang bundok, talagang hard work yan. So a lot of mountain climbers, talagang sasabihin nila na ang hirap i-follow yung trail, lalo na pag umuulan, di ba? So we need to equip ourselves as mag-asawa, as a spouse. We need to equip ourselves the proper skills, the proper equipments na dadalhin para marating nyo yung peak of the mountain. Kasi minsan, sabi ko nga, the other episode natin, na there are some skills, we have the lack of skills, kaya hindi natin nararating yung peak of the mountain. So, in this case, it really needs a lot of hard work. So, ano yung gagawin ng mag-asawa? It's either all or nothing. So, we have to put our 100% to the marriage para marating nyo yung peak of the mountain. Also, you need resources and skills para meron kayong baon kung may bagyo, meron kayong flashlight, di ba? With respect to tent, siguro, with respect to jackets, para naman ready kayo kung ano man yung mangyayari paakyat sa peak of the mountain. So, in that case, Finkel gave 4 techniques, 4 strategies kung ano yung ginagawa ng mga best marriages na mga couples na nagkaroon ng best marriages, ano yung mga ginagawa nila na nakikita ni na Finkel sa kanilang team kung ano yung sagot ng majority of the respondents. So, unang ginagawa is implementing love hacks. Ano ba yung love hacks? Yung love hacks, yung maikli lang siya, konting time lang yung kailangan, hindi kailangan yung cooperation ng spouse mo, at the same time, hindi siya mahirap gawin. So like for example, if you have the growth mindset, if you have the gratitude mindset, and you may just say right away, thank you, that's already a love hack. Yung ninanakawan mo ng halik, yung asawa mo dahil you just want to say I love you, isa siyang love hack. So, hindi na necessary na hihintayin mo pang mag-respond yung asawa mo sa ginagawa mo. So, those are love hacks na pwede mong gawin in a short time and without the cooperation of your spouse and in a very simple step. So, the GCL is a love hack. Ano yung GCL? Think of what are you grateful of sa spouse mo, what is your contribution para mapaligaya siya sa araw na yan, and what are your learnings for the day. So those are love hacks. Another thing is take an inventory. So dapat, pag nagma-mountain climbing ka, alam mo kung kumpleto na ba yung equipments na dala mo. Alam mo kung meron bang bagyong parating or wala. So in that case, you have to take an inventory, you have to have an assessment. Anong meron at anong wala sa relasyon ninyo mag-asawa. All you have to remember is all or nothing. So you have to complete yourselves with the equipments. So here in this particular technique or strategy, one thing na makakatulong sa inyo is taking the marriage assessment, knowing ano yung personality ng bawat isa, knowing kung ano yung kailangan ng bawat isa, ano yung mga needs ninyo, and knowing ano yung dapat pamaraan ng pag-communicate, ano yung kailangan ng bawat isa. So, taking an inventory is one of the suggestion of Finkel. Another strategy na ibinahagi ni Finkel sa librong ito is assessing resources and skills. And you will know your resources and skills if, of course, you took the assessment. And the last one is generating a plan. So sa pag-akyat ng mundo, kailangan mo meron kang plano. Anong oras ka ba aakyat? When are you going to start climbing the mountain? And at the same time, anong day ka kaya makarating sa peak of the mountain? And another thing, paano kung merong storm? Paano kung merong bagyo? So you have to make adjustments as mag-asawa, as spouses. So what you do, sabi pa nga, kung merong bagyo, minsan, hindi muna tayo tutuloy sa pag-akyat ng bundok. Bakit? Because we know that there will be some storm, and at the same time, mahihirapan kayong umakyat dahil sliding yung pathway, yung trail niya. So in that case, you have to make adjustments. So, pwede kang huminto. Minsan kasi, nauuna yung isang spouse at nahuhuli yung isa dahil hinihingal na, wala na siyang oxygen. At may tendency ito na magpo-fall out, and paano na lang kung yung isa dediretso sa peak of the mountain. So usually, pag ganyan ang nangyayari, nagpo-fall out yung isa and magiging broken apart yung relationship ninyo. So here in this case, the one who is already ahead should make adjustment and recalibrate the steps. So, pwedeng manaog ka muna, antayin mo yung isa para tuloy-tuloy na together kayo aakyat sa bundok. So, those are things na kailangan ninyong iplano. Anong gagawin natin pag ganito yung sitwasyon? So, implementing love hacks, taking an inventory, assessing resources and skills, generating a new plan are the 4 suggestions ni Finkel. Dahil eto yung nakikita nila sa research nila na marami sa mga best marriages ay ginagawa yung 4 na to. Pag yung mga marriages na hindi marunong mag-implement ng love hacks, walang assessment, walang inventory, hindi equipped ng mga skills, walang resources, at saka hindi marunong magplano, then they usually end up separating each other because na wawalan sila ng oxygen. Nagiging bored sila sa kanilang marriage at hindi sila makapagtuloy doon sa peak of the mountain. So once again, I hope that you learned something in tonight's sharing, and this is a result of the book of Erin Finkel, and this is about all or nothing, how best marriages work. And this is Nanay Jet, your marriage mentor, helping you build a purposeful, inspired, productive, and empowered married life. So God bless, more power. God bless.